So here we go. Should be a good one. Again, downstairs. Misses with the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punching. They're both trying for a knockout. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
That hook was off target. You'd like to see more jabs. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The perfect counter lands. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
How about that time counter shot? That right hook's blocked. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He missed with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Conn. Here we go, it's round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
Oh man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter shot. It's all offense all the time. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Johnny, I love watching these lighter fighters just based on the hand speed and the foot movement. So impressive to watch. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. This is not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Good counter punch. These two were made for each other. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Beautiful counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that.
Big defense.
On to the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter. Punch, counter punch. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
He misses with that straight left. That counter punch caught him clean. That jab doesn't find a home. They exchange punches. Nice job getting that punch through. That counter shot lands. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Missing with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Catch and shoot. When you watch lightweight, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. He misses with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice exchange here from both men. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that. Here we go to the fourth round. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Well done with that counter shot. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Can't find a home for that jab. That jab misses. And he just put Amir Khan down. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
That's
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
He's got to waste time. Get a step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to pause. Walk around the ring. You've just got to...
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Khan in that last.
He switched off completely.
On to the fifth we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
A perfect counter shot. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. This fight has a real good flow to it. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Whoa, wait a minute. Pacquiao there got clipped clean. Disaster averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, Oh, you play calm, play cool.
That jab won't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan.
Come on, switch on.
There's the bell for round 6. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
His stamina is off the charts. The straight right just misses. Oh boy! Amir Khan dazed! He caught him with that body shot and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
Where did that...
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
He threw a punch and just got countered. Failing to score with that right hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Khan. Here comes round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
And he misses with that jab. Just misses with that jab. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Hold it right there. Amir Khan in some real trouble. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Amir Khan is rocked. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Even I've got to...
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round.
What you doing?
And there's the bell for round 8. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got a hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
There's a counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect. The only fear you have with this lightweight is, has he punched himself out? Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
His stamina is off the charts. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
I need...
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
That right hook won't score. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Amir Khan backing up. And down he goes. What an upset this could be as Khan is down. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again. So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.